What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am back and hungry for some Lunchables and Lunchly. A while ago, I ran into my local Walmart and I found these Lunchables, or I'm sorry, these Lunchly stuff over here. They were finally selling them at my local Walmart, and I figured, hey, why not? Why don't we start talking about when we finish the trilogy I was going to set out to do, where I talked about the Mr. Feastables chocolate bars and also the Prime drinks when I did those hydration stuff. And I was going to stop doing that because they weren't at my store. They weren't at Walmart where I got them at. They weren't anywhere else I can be able to get them at. So I figured, I'll just leave with those two videos and kind of move on and focus on more gaming. But since they had released these, I figured, why not finish that series, do a trilogy of that, of the YouTube products, and go from there. And I figured I'll let you guys know that I am going to be making some videos coming up here soon. It's just been a lot of outside interference. I had storms constantly where I'm at, which interrupted me doing a lot of stuff I needed to do, and we still have storms coming in here soon, so it's just going to take some time for me to do all this and get things done. But I'm just letting you guys know I am making some videos here soon, hopefully get back into gaming. But let's finish the trilogy off and talk about the Lunchables and Lunchly. Let's get to it. Here we are. We are going to be talking about the Lunchly stuff. The KSI, Logan Paul, and mrbeast knockoff Lunchable thing. And I'm kind of glad I'm doing it now, away from all the people that were doing it all at the same time, with all the controversy, with all that stuff, with the, I think they had a moldy cheese problem and whatnot, and all how it's supposed to be healthier when it's really not. So here we are. We're going to have an unbiased opinion. I have no stake in claim into all that stuff. We're just going to test them out, see if they're any good, see if they are healthier, comparable to Lunchables, and just, give me an excuse to eat. Anyways, guys, let's get into reviewing these things. The first one we're going to try here are the nachos from the Lunchables with nacho cheese dip and salsa with a Kit Kat and Capri Sun, and the Lunchables nachos with Prime and Feastables milk chocolate bar. So let's unwrap these and try these out. Okay. Come on, man. Ooh, let's try out the cheese here on the Lunchable one. Oh, God. There we go. Here we are. We got the Lunchables over here. We got the Lunchly over here. So I guess let's just get into it and try out. Let's just get this out of the way. Let's try the chocolate bars first. We got here the Mr. Feastables milk chocolate bar. And in the nacho version, you get a Kit Kat. So let's give those two a taste. God, why is everything so hard to open? Classic Kit Kat. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Zoned up Mr. Feast's bar. Gotta love a Kit Kat. Okay. Just a single bar. All right. Here we go. Oh, man. I don't know if you heard that. These are mid. I could taste chocolate in that Kit Kat bar. These are still mid. They are still mid. Even bite-sized form, they're mid. I'm not even gonna finish that. Okay. Now I gotta clean my palate. So let's try out what comes in these Lunchables are the Capri Sun. Here we are. We have a fruit punch. It's been forever since I had a Capri Sun. Oh, man. Nostalgia right there. Holy moly. Wow. That's good. Oh man. That is bringing back some memories. Wow. I like that. I like that a lot. That's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. All right, moving on to Logan Paul's drink. You know, Mr. Beast has the candy bar. Logan Paul has his Prime drink. Now, in my last video, where I talk about the Prime stuff, I didn't pick a good flavor. Some people said they hated that flavor, so we're gonna try out their more like their main ones, their starter pack version, or their starter ones that they released. So this is one of them. This is a strawberry banana. So let's give this one a benefit of a doubt, since the last one tastes like like crap. Let's try this one out. Here we go. Prime strawberry banana. First time tasting this too. Yeah, just interesting. Oh God. The taste is not bad. It's just there is definitely that aftertaste. That chemical aftertaste is not good. Don't even know what to say. B vitamins, antioxidants, and 400 milligrams of electrolytes. Oh, those electrolytes, bro. Those are important, like Brondo's electrolytes. Golly. Okay. Alright. Whatever. Now, moving on to the main dish. Let's just move on to the main dish. Let's try here. So, between the difference between the two, I really... Golly, from here, and even in the lighting, I cannot tell the difference between the chips between the two. They look near identical. The chips look identical. The salsa looks definitely more like a salsa that you would like a picante salsa. Well, this looks more like a ketchup kind of thing. It looks more ketchupy. This is a queso sauce. Because Logan Paul likes his cheese drippy, bruh.
I like my cheese drippy, bruh. I like my cheese drippy, bruh. I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
And this one is just regular cheese. Let's try the cheese one first on Lunchables. The cheese is a very spicy cheese. The chips, of course, then again, I don't eat Lunchables all the time, but chips feel very salty, but kind of bland. Hard. All right, let's try the try that again. Let's try the salsa's not bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. The salsa's not bad. Cheese is a little too spicy for me, but it's not a bad taste. It's not too bad. Quick palate cleanse. All right, moving on to the Lunchleys nachos. So let's try the cheese first, because I like my cheese drippy, bruh. Like my cheese drippy, bruh. All right, here we go. Well, I'm not going to base the cheese. I'm not going to base it because it's spicy, because it's not terrible. It's just too spicy for me. This is not as spicy. It's not a bad taste. It's all right. The cheese is all right on that. Actually, interesting. Hold on. Let me just try the chip. This is the Lunchley chip. Yep. July 2025. June 2025. These chips on both, these chips are crunchier than the chips in the Lunchables. They kind of like taste more, I wouldn't say stale, but they're just harder to chew. That's interesting. Yeah, they're a lot harder to chew. That's interesting. All right, moving on to Lunchables. Tomato sauce looking salsa. Oh God. Oh. 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 Wow. That. Whoa. That is not. What is that? That is not salsa. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow. What is that? What? Oh. What is that? Is wow. That is like that is not good. That's salsa. That's good salsa there. That I don't know what the I have no idea what the hell that is. Wow. That is horrible. That's horrible. I'm sorry. That's not good. Hold on. I'm gonna give it a fair chance. Hold on. That is it's disgusting. It's kind of sweet. It doesn't taste like it's just like a paste of like a tomato. It's hard to describe. That is not good. That like the chips are good because they don't taste as crunch not crunchy, but of course they're gonna be crunchy. They don't taste as hard and like if they were stale. Like I don't know if it's necessarily not saying it's stale, but it's just like it's hard to chew on this one. These are a lot crunchier. Yeah. The cheese sauce is fine on this one. Queso cheese is fine, but that salsa, that's got to get changed. I don't know what else to say on that one. Like that's embarrassing. That's terrible. And prime, it's just chemically. I don't. It's just yeah. That's just. I don't know. That's not good in my opinion. But hey, there's other prime drinks to try and these other Lunchables to try. So let's quit talking about this one. Oh, let's get a final review. I'm gonna give this one. They're both very mid. I'm gonna give this one a 6 because I'm gonna give this one a 6. I'm gonna give this one a 6.5. The chips and the salsa is the chips and the queso cheese is good. The salsa's not. The chips and the cheese are okay, but the salsa is really good. So that's the difference between and Capri Suns and the Kit Kat bar is pretty good. 6.5. Actually, you know what? Considering the fact about the chocolate bars, I forgot about that. 6 and a 6. That's it. All right, so we're moving on to the pizza one. And before I open this, there was a big controversy that the first batch of Lunchables pizza, what do they call this one? Lunchables the pizza had mold in the cheese. So here we go. We're gonna open it. Does this have mold in it after months of it being out on the shelves or months after that whole controversy? Let's find out. No, it doesn't look like there's any mold, although it looks like the cheese are a lot smaller than what's in the videos, but I don't know. But nope, doesn't look like any mold doesn't look like there's any mold on this cheese. There you go, no mold. After months after that controversy, there is still no mold. All right, so first things first, let's try the snack that they give you. In the Lunchables, they give you a crunch bar. In the Lunchables, the pizza, they give you a milk crunch. So let's give these two a try. All right, first the crunch. Not bad. And now, mrbeast Feastable crunch. I'll have to admit, the Mr. Feastables Crunch Bar tastes a little bit better. Not much. Not much. Just literally by, if we were to put it into like meter or whatever, it's like inches of being good. They're both milk crunch bars, but this is slightly better. I can actually finish this one. Yeah, I can finish that. Okay, moving on to the drinks. I will do this. I will say this. They have at least some creativity. In the Lunchly, you get this cherry freeze prime. And in this one, the pizza one, you still get a fruit punch. Chalk one up for creativity. So far, in each one, they get different primes. I don't know if the next one I have is a different drink in there, Capri Sun. But there you go. Yep, tastes just like the first one. So no comparison there. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try this cherry freeze prime. Here we go. Huh. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. I think I like this cherry freeze. It's pretty good. Oh, wow. It doesn't have that chemically, that processed chemical, whatever they put in these fucking things. It doesn't have that aftertaste in it. That cherry freeze, or the cherry freeze they have kind of hides it. I've heard some people call this like a melted cherry popsicle, and I could totally 100% see that. It tastes near identical. Yeah, it's exactly that. It tastes exactly like a cherry popsicle, just melted down. All right, let's move on to the pizza, the main course. Let's see what they are like. Here, I don't know if you could. I probably won't be able to see on the camera. In the Lunchly, they look more. This looks more red, and over here it looks a little not as red. Looks more like an actual. Ooh, this one's the Lunchly ones are thinner. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely has a lot more spice in it. Oh yeah, and let's not forget, Mr. Beast and all of them are proud that they have real cheese in their Lunchlys compared to the Lunchables Kraft mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. Oh, they can't even call it cheese.
Our pizza uses real cheese. Theirs, as it says on their box, is mozzarella pasteurized prepared cheese product. They can't even call it real cheese.
Let's see if this really does taste like real cheese and this one is pasteurized. Let's just taste that one by itself. Let's try that out. So here we go. Guess it does. All right, let's try. I taste no difference. That's it. I mean, I don't taste no difference. Yeah, taste no difference on that. Probably the same thing because they look almost near identical, except this has some burn marks and this one has a little bit of burn marks. Let's make a pizza. Oh God. Ugh. Oh God. How can you not make a mess with this thing? Ooh, that is tomato sauce. Spread it around here. Get a good, nice, even spread. Okay. Get some cheese on here. Pasteurized. Alrighty. Let's try it. Oh God, get some cheese. Okay. Alright. Let's try it. One of pepperoni. Here we go. Lunchables pizza. I've never had this stuff, so let's give it a shot. It's not pizza. It's definitely imitation pizza. Oh, that's something. God, I cannot see a kid, going to class or going to lunch after class, and all hyped up to eating their Lunchables pizza with pepperoni. Woo! Well, that is something. Oh, that's something. Wow, that is a lot of processed stuff. Woohoo! Oh man. All right. I already moved to the side. I was like, ugh. That was done with that already, but it's not terrible. It's just somebody out there likes those, so they keep making those things. All right, moving on to Lunchleys. Let's make a Lunchly the pizza. Put it on the sauce. My stomach feels funny already. All right, there we go. A little bit of that. Spread it around using the other thing. Oh my God. My stomach just turned. Ooh, all right. Oh boy. All right, and let's get a little. Oh, come on, let's get a little more cheese on there. Get a little cheese on there. Little cheese, the cheese. Let's get a pepper on there. All right, here we go, guys. The Lunchleys, the pizza. Taste test. Wow. The pepperoni is a lot better. Tomato sauce is... nah. The bread is not that hard. It's not too bad. Okay. In terms of, like, I don't know, like... wow, this is interesting. This one tastes a little bit better. This tastes way better than this one. Like my stomach was turning on that one a little bit. This one is edible. Like, I mean, I would pick something better than this. Maybe out of all these, I definitely would not pick the pizza one. But if I had a choice, I'd pick the Lunchly one. Wow, that is interesting. Huh. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Wow, okay. Well, there you go. That's not too bad. I'll give it a rating of like 5.5, and this is a 7. Wow, that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I can see myself eating this. And the cherry freeze pop is not too bad. So, and I like the milk bar. Wow. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give this a 7. If I haven't said it already, I'm gonna give this a 7.5, and this is a 5. Yeah, obviously 5.5. So yeah, chalk one up for those guys. My tummy hurts. Alright guys, moving on to the final one. We have here is the turkey or ham and yeah. Uh-oh. Well, sorry about the lighting. My light bulb just went out, so I don't know what to do with that. The thing just broke completely, and I just bought it. Well, shit. Alright, we'll move it on. I just turned on the overhead lights, so we'll just do it this way. Finish out the video. So here we go. We got the turkey and cheese Lunchables and the Lunchleys. So here we go. Turkey and American Lunchables and turkey stack'ems, or Lunchleys turkey stack'ems. And I also got this here. Great value snack builder, ham and cheese and cookies and crackers. Another comparison. This is also ham, so not turkey. So, whoops. Oh well, moving on. Let's get done with this video. All right, let's start off with the dessert that you get. In this one, you get a mrbeast milk chocolate. Well, we already know what that tastes like, so we're done with that. And we got a Reese's cup, so let's just give that a quick bite. Oh man, these are tinier. Reese's, not bad. Reese's good. Moving on to the drink. We got a Capri Sun. This is a different drink. Capri Sun Pacific Cooler, while we have here on the Lunchly Prime Ice Pop. All right, let's try this Capri Sun Pacific Cooler. Oh, thought it would have a different taste. Man, you really can't see me anymore without that light. Oh well. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Alright, moving on to Loganpaul Prime's Ice Pop. Here we go. Ooh, oh God. Oh God. Well, that's a no. That, whoo. It's like somebody put a whole bunch of sugar in like a cologne. God, that's exactly what it is. It's like somebody put a sugar in a cheap cologne and has dumped a whole bunch of more chemicals in it. Ugh. That is not good. Oh boy, that was horrible. Okay. Moving on. Let's try this. Moving on. Here we go. Lunchables, turkey, and American deal. Not bad. Tastes fine. Not bad. It's not too bad. It's not too great. Very, something you need to eat real quick. Grab one of these and you move on. All right, here we go. Lunchly's Turkey Stack'em. Let me get a clean palette here. I don't know. I'm gonna try one more again. I still have a lot more of that one left in me. I will say the cheeses are different. I will say the cheese are different. I don't know if you can tell. This one's definitely a lot more. I still had a little bit of leftover Lunchables, so I'm gonna clean my palate again. I gotta get into like the mrbeast mindset and Logan Paul mindset. Let me clean my palate completely with Prime. No, I gotta be Logan Paul. Okay, Logan Paul done. Okay. Here we go. One more time. Clean palate. Let's try Lunchly one more time. I think just because I use a different cheese, it tastes a little bit different in terms of better. I can't tell. I just can taste the cheese, and the cheese is just different from this one. That's it. They almost taste about the same except for the cheese. Yeah, but let's try this great value one. I know it's ham and cheese, but why not? Let's taste this one since I decided to get this one too. Oh yeah, before I forget, I gotta mention this. So people say this is around $4. Actually, it's more like around $5, and these are around $3. While this great value one was around $2. Plus you get a cookie. I'm not gonna taste the cookie. I just wanted for the ham and cheese. That definitely is misadvertisement saying great value, because that is not a great value for that. Ugh. Okay. Well, we ended on a low note. The turkey and cheese ones are mid. If I were to say this is a 5, this is a 5.5. Actually, no, I hated that ice pop, so it's a 4.5. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I wanted to get something out there. I am going to be creating some more videos here soon, so hopefully some more gaming videos. This is the last time I'm ever going to do any YouTube products ever again, ending the trilogy of YouTube stuff. And now I got a light problem I got to fix. So, yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I see you all in the next one, and y'all take care.